So let me ask you, do you ever get stuck in the friend zone? Are you not sure how to take the interaction to a physical level, or even read her body language to tell if she's ready to be kissed? Are you not sure where to touch a girl or how to get sexual, or how to build sexual tension? These are all common questions I get from my students when they want to know how to get sexual with women. Today, I'm going to show you the 5 highest erogenous zones on her body so you can easily turn her on and get her wanting more. You'll also learn where and how to touch a girl to turn her on, which I call Tripp's tension technique. Studies have shown that touch is extremely powerful when it comes to attraction. A specific study by Judy Burgoon has found that touch leads to feelings of attraction. Judy manipulated types of touch by having her students participate in a problem-solving task with the research assistant posing as a fellow undergraduate. Brief touches by the assistant led to an increase in the students' feelings of credibility, liking, and attraction towards them. Like I said, touch is very powerful if you know how to use it. All right, let's dig in. First, let me show you a diagram of the 5 highly erogenous zones on a woman's body. And let me tell you, they're not what you think. Of course, a girl's lips and vagina are highly erogenous, but what I'm about to teach you are the specific zones where you can touch her before you get highly sexual with her. The reason these are important is because you have to slowly advance your way up from hug to sex. Very, very rarely can you just jump the gun and get super sexual with her before escalating. And before we jump into the 5 zones, let me give you a little rule on touching. Whenever you're touching a girl pre-sex, you want to be super soft and gentle. Don't be too rough with her because it's not going to turn her on. Part of the tension technique is to be gentle because it sparks more sexual mystery. All right, let's go into the 5 highly erogenous zones. Number 1, the inside of her elbow. This is a very sensitive spot for a woman. You can touch her here by lightly grasping her elbow and having your thumb graze the inside. So where do you do this in conversation? One trick is to grasp her elbow when you say something that you're excited about, or when responding to something cool that she says. Number 2, her shoulder. Most people wouldn't think of this one, but the shoulder happens to be a very personal space on someone's body. Once you touch a person's shoulder, they feel very connected to you, and they feel comfortable with you. You can touch a woman's shoulder in a similar manner to her elbow when you're making an exciting point in conversation or reacting to something that she says. Number 3, the inside of her hand. Like her elbow, this is a spot that has a lot of nerve endings and can really turn a girl on. You can touch her hand by grabbing it in conversation once you two start to connect more. Or you can do a fun technique I call the hand tickle. If the topic of age comes up, for example, you can play a game and try to guess her age by grabbing her hand and softly tickle it, as if you're checking her palm to see how old she is. And then you guess her age. And as a quick tip, always guess much lower than you think. Number 4, the lower back. This is the spot right above her butt, just right above it. And it's a very highly erogenous area, mainly because it's a much more private place on her body. You can easily touch her lower back if you ever bring her in for a hug or if you're leading her around somewhere, like a bar, for example. Number 5 is her knee. This is another spot that most guys don't think of, but knees are very sensitive. The best time to do this is when you two are sitting down and talking, and you either lightly brush her knee with your hand or even just rest your hand there while you're talking. Warning, only do this if you have used some of the previous touching moves and she seems to be comfortable with you. Now let's talk about how to build the sexual tension with what I call Tripp's tension technique. You're going to use this technique when you're alone with a girl. As you're sitting next to her, look into her eyes and wait for a brief moment of silence and hold it for about 1 to 2 seconds. Then take your hand and very gently rub your fingers to the back of her scalp and grab a handful of hair and just lightly tug on it. While you do this, I want you to simultaneously move your head towards her neck and gently graze your nose and lips over her neck while telling her that she smells amazing. The neck is one of the most sensual parts of a woman's body, and this technique will send shivers down her spine and aching to have you sexually. Building this kind of sexual tension with a woman is the best way to turn her on and have her wanting more. So there you have it. Those are some of the powerful touching moves that will help you escape the friend zone forever and have her craving you sexually. To get a high-resolution image of the diagram and a PDF explaining Tripp's tension technique, click the free download right below this video. I'll see you in the next video.